Finding thyself. What I wanted to share is that I've been lately working a lot, programming and doing a bunch of stuff. And in many of these cases, well, I would consider myself being, well, mainly spiritually oriented, self-oriented, observant oriented. What it means is that you, in a sense, have this spiritual or the self point of view or the soul's point of view. Well, just a comparison that many, yeah, but many times you would classify yourself, I'm this person, I'm doing this. Right now I'm, for example, driving, and when I will reach my driving destination, I will start doing something else. And you start classifying yourself by, I'm this, I'm doing this, I'm that, I'm doing that. I'm, well, you got the point that you classify yourself by the mind, human mind classifies itself by concepts like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, my name is this, my name is that, and so on and so on. And many people would classify, hey, is that your car? Like, and you take a look and you have this conceptualized mind thinking that would even put a point of view, yeah, that's my car. And you are like in the state that, for example, actually you don't have a clue or you don't have the evidence that actually something exists here, and you don't have the evidence that you exist. But somehow this spiritual disconnection creates the conceptualized thinking that, yeah, that's my car, yeah, that's my, and those are my kids, and I'm, for example, I'm a program writer, or I'm something, conceptualized in a form, in a mind form. And not also that these forms take away from the point of view that this is what is. It's not a concept, this is what is. The moment is just what is right now. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not my moment, it's not I'm doing something in this moment. It's this moment just is, and I'm fully in this moment. I'm fully, completely in this moment. So and then when somebody asks, hey, is that your car, or are you a program writer or something, I'm like, yeah, you're a public speaker, you're do you do meditation, for example? And then I think, well, wait a minute, stop. How do you know that actually you exist, in the sense that how can you be sure that you exist in order to say, yeah, that's my car? And sometimes people, yeah, these are my arms, this is my body. Well, that would be more accepted because you are using this body, you are in this body, somehow your energy is connected with this body. But in other forms, this is not your body. And also about other things. And what I want to share, what I want to tell is that look at this moment without any of those mind-made attachments. And many times people also will come to a conclusion that how to say this, I'm actually not doing anything in this life. This life is just happening. I'm not doing anything in this life. This life is just happening. And we are just on abstractions that are playing out this game, playing out this consciousness game. And the more connected you are with the self, the more you observe this moment, the more you transcend this moment, the more you transcend this limitation perspective of being in this, having this moment. I'm this moment. I'm a programmer. I'm having this car. I'm having this situation. Trees are green and the world is round and so on. And, you know, create this and the physics concept and the concepts of you must earn, you must gain, you must achieve anything. Achieve anything what you think you can achieve. And in a way, the last days I'm actually doing this stuff like going to achieving something, working and so on. And then there is this self which I have gained through meditation, which I have experienced through meditation. You would say the self which bounces back with a single message, with a single information, with a single understanding that, hey, you have been there. You know exactly where all this is going to. You can also progress or imagine the future. Where is this going to? For example, you will grow up, you will have children, you will have a work, you will have a career, or you won't have a career, you will be poor, or you will not have children. You know exactly, and you can imagine exactly where you will be going if you are going this path, this achieving, I must receive path, I must do this path, I must be somebody, I must have a car, I must have, you know, and these are just examples because everybody has different examples according to their personality. And then you realize, and then you ask one question: what happens if I look into spirituality? What happens if I throw away all concepts? What happens if I go and meet the self even more? What happens if I go and take a week only of meditation, doing nothing, escaping from all the mind ideas that mind must have, like the personality must have? What happens if I live like this for a month, 2 or 3? And what the higher self, or what the self or the consciousness can offer to me if I go and meet it, if I go take a step closer to the consciousness. And these are the things we cannot imagine, and these are the things that are highly, highly out of this world feelings, highly, highly out of this world. And when you meet the consciousness, when you truly have the experience of a being from a higher presence, from a higher world, comes to you, and you explore that being's world, the heaven, for example. And if you explore the world of Enrico, if you explore other worlds, and you realize that you feel much, much loved, much, much more freer, much, much more understanded, much, much less, how you call this, difficulties, or these, how you call it, suffering. And you realize then that taking a hand and giving a hand to the spirituality or yourself can open you up an unlimited world of unlimited possibilities, unlimited experiences, unlimited feelings, unlimited and such high feelings that you can never explore in this world. This world here is so limited into, for example, you buy a new car, for example, but still you feel something's not right. You fall in love for a week, but you feel that something is not right. You eat something and you feel that it doesn't taste right, and no matter where you go, you just feel that all the foods doesn't taste right. I'm not saying that it's not delicious. It also could be highly delicious and tasteful, but you have this feeling that something is not pure, something is not something is not fulfilled until you meet yourself, until you meet thyself, which takes you to so blissful feelings, which takes you to the spirituality, which takes you to higher realms, which takes you to meet what God is and the God's creation, to meet this unlimited world. And then when you have this understanding, when you have this insight, take a look back. Take a look back. Should I receive, or should I start achieving something? Should I go to achieve something? Should I go to gain wealth? Should I go to gain happily, live happily ever after by, whatever the goals may be? Because I know the girls many times are running after boys, and boys are running after girls, and then they argue, and then they fight, and then they leave, and then they find something better, and then they feel disappointed, angry, and so on, because that person doesn't meet my required standards, or he is not right in some way, all this bunch of stuff. And you know exactly where this road goes if you keep up doing this. But the consciousness or the self can give you a way of unbelievably different world. And then I come back with this understanding, which was given in a few seconds, and then I realized that, hey, you can go and achieve stuff, you can go and be something, but never ever forget about yourself, never ever forget about your spirituality, never ever forget about you, about this presence, about your presence, about what you are and what you feel, who you are. And always remember to do meditation for an hour, a week, or because the more you find yourself, the more you feel yourself, you'll find the meditation is the only blissful thing that you can actually do to enhance your life, to enhance your existence, your presence. And I somehow managed to tell what I wanted to tell in English. So, cheers! I celebrate victory. I celebrate, and you can just see and observe. Like, I'm driving on the road right now, right here. You can just see how the universe is expressing itself and where the road is taking you. And just take the hand and go there and enjoy this. Never classify, is this a good road, this is a bad road, or this is somewhere I need to go. You just take, I have heard it somewhere, a leap of faith, but I don't know what it means, but it sounds good. And allow yourself to guide you to the absolute blissfulest and spiritualist life that you may ever have. Because from incarnation to incarnation, we experience the same thing over and over and over and over again. Working, relationship, family lives, voting, poverty or control mechanisms, and the idea is to achieve something, to have something, and so on and so on and so on. But I don't know that many of us, in some of our lifetimes, we have looked into spirituality, or that we have contributed one of our lifetimes in order to find the highest peak of spirituality that we can have being here as humans on this planet, or on this environment. This environment and the concept of everything that I called, like poverty, politics, the ideas of achieving something, all this stuff. What can be the concept of having a higher spirituality in such a strange place. What can be the outcome of this? So okay, so that's it about this video, and I will just enjoy myself. I'm not a guitar player, but I always wanted to play a guitar on one of the videos, and it's a little bit tuned out. I need my mobile phone to tune it, but there's a highly big background noise. So hey, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and enjoy your presents.